how to sell SEO really well. In your digital agency, do you actually know how well you're selling? It's funny because most digital agency owners have no idea on how well they're selling, and if they actually had the data in front of them, they'd probably be shocked. That's just some of the stuff that we're going to be covering in today's video. Hi, my name's Damien Patworth. I'm from a company called Globotel. At Globotel, we're here to help you design your digital agency so it delivers. And when we say deliver, we don't just mean for your clients, we mean for you, the business owner, so that you can create the income and the lifestyle that you want. After all, that's what we come to business for, isn't it? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know to understand how sales is going in your digital agency. From there, we'll look at what you can do to get better. And from there, we'll create a framework for ongoing improvement so that your business becomes a leader in sales in your industry. If you hang around till the end also, I'd like to show you how you can access a ton of resources that you can implement and use in your sales team. They're the resources that we use in our sales team to ensure that we're set up right, to ensure that we're assessing ourselves right, and to ensure that we're achieving ongoing improvement. If you're a digital agency owner though, here on YouTube today, looking for ideas and tips on how to create the most amazing digital agency possible, why not subscribe to our channel, Globotel TV? We're bringing videos every single Monday purely to help digital agencies grow better businesses. Now on to our video. Okay, selling SEO. I want to bring you 5 key ingredients that you need in your digital agency to become a market leader in SEO sales. And the first of these 5 keys is measurements. You've got to know what you're supposed to be measuring, and you've got to understand what the conversion rates are of those measurements. So quite often an agency will look at the number of leads they've got and how many convert to sales. And that's it. So they get a lead, sell yes, no. If it's a yes, it goes into the tick. If it's a no, it goes into the dump. And whatever the percentage is there, they say, that's my conversion rate. That's not it, right? That's a conversion rate, but there's probably about 10 steps you can measure in the middle. And there's probably 3 or 4 steps or even more you can measure on the other side of that yes, no answer to get a really good picture of what sales looks like in your business. As I mentioned, have a bunch of resources I want to give you at the end of this video. One of the resources I want to give you is a proper spreadsheet which notes all the correct measurement things in the sales process that you should be measuring in your digital agency, and a calculator that you can use to understand what your current conversion rates are. Okay, the second thing you're going to need to create long-term sales success in your digital agency is an asset register. And when I say asset register, I don't mean know who's got the laptops and that kind of thing. I mean you need a register that contains all your sales intelligence. You know, where your scripts are, what the common questions you get are, what the common objections you get are, and what are the answers to all those bits and pieces that come along. Where are the resources that you use for self-assessment? You know, all that kind of stuff should be all put in one area, and it should be a living thing. It should change over time. So what happens is, you know, you guys get better at answering an objection, and as you get better, you update the intelligence register, and that gets then implemented into your whole sales team. So this is another resource I want to give you, which I'll let you know about at the end of the video. I'll give you a whole sales asset resource that you can use today in your sales team. Okay, so point 1, understanding the measurements, getting your baseline done. Point 2, putting everything together so that you know exactly what's going on, you know what all your answers are, where everything's at. The third thing you need is a bunch of KPIs. Now, when I talk about KPIs, I'm talking about percentage improvements in all the different areas that you're measuring conversion rates. Now, it's really, really important that with these KPIs, you set them for micro improvements, not big improvements, but you set them to be realistic. You want them to be achievable, knowing that when you have long-term improvement on improvement on improvement, those improvements compound. So set some KPIs, make them achievable, and go out and knock them off one by one. Okay, the fourth thing you really need is a robust system around evaluation and training. Now, evaluation, if it's just you at the moment in your agency, could be self-evaluation. You know, how do you do that? In the resource I want to give you at the end, I give you some tools around how to self-evaluate or how to get your team members to self-evaluate. Obviously, if it's possible to record sales meetings, legally you probably should ask the person that you're talking to if you can record it, if they'd mind, for training purposes. But then you can go back and do evaluations properly. The point with evaluations then is to be able to hone in on areas where you can improve and then get training for that improvement. Obviously, a lot of stuff that you can rote improve, like you can improve your scripts, you can improve your processes and things like that. We still are people though, and we need to train to get stuff right. So make sure that you include assessment and training in your sales framework. And the final thing, part number 5 to an amazing sales team, is ideas and opportunities and methods to improve what you're doing today. They can be simple things. They can be, for example, or they can be bigger things. They could be changing one word in a proposal, simple. They could be, instead of doing a formal proposal, writing an email instead. That's worth testing. So micro improvements, the ideas are endless. The point is to test things properly, which means you need to get a critical mass of efforts to see what the percentage changes are. But yeah, you need to test things right. So in the resource, this is the final thing I really like you to have in this resource I'm about to talk to you about. But in this resource, I have listed over just under 100 potential changes you can make to the different sections of your sales process to get improvement on improvement on improvement on improvement. So don't expect you to test 94 things at the same time or 76 things at the same time. Probably 3 or 4 at the same time. They're all the suggestions are siloed into the conversion areas which you should be measuring. So you can just test one thing per silo at a time. And over the course of 6 to 12 months, you could turn a 15% conversion rate or an 8% conversion rate into a 40, 50, 60% conversion rate just by the methodical, slow testing, applying, testing, rejecting to get the perfect sales process and sales system in your digital agency. If you have any questions about this, please throw the questions in the comments. I will come back and answer all the questions that come through. If this video has been of use, please like it. And if you think you know someone in the digital marketing industry who could find it useful, please, you're welcome to share the video with them. If you'd like access to the resources that I've been discussing in this video, I've put a link down in both the first comment and in the description below. It's our digital agency sales swipe file. It's basically a PDF swipe file with links to all the resources that I've mentioned today in the video. Each of the resources that I've mentioned, I've also done a quick video embedded in that resource, which explains how to use it. So where there's spreadsheet calculators, I've explained exactly what you need to do in video format, so you can just quickly look at the video and then implement the resource into your business straight away. So that's it for me from now. I really, really hope that this video has been of benefit for you in your digital agency, but I'll see you next week.